this so-called news.
So-called news.
So-called news about Simon Cowell having sex, shock horror, with a woman, shock horror, called Lauren Silverman. I really don't know anything about this, but you obviously do.
I wouldn't even say I know too much about it. I have an opinion about it. And it's scandal for a man who is very used to being in control of things and very used to spinning the PR and all the rest of it his way. This is new territory for Simon Cowell. He is now in a situation where he is not in complete control. I think as a matter of course that's good. Secondly, I just think it's a good thing for the world to see Simon Cowell, I guess, for what he is. People have an opinion about this. I mean, his ex, Meghan, or whatever the heck, I don't know how you pronounce her name, but his ex, I think, Meghan, an ex of his, she's furious about the fact that he's having a baby with this, or an illegitimate child with this Lauren Silverman, or whoever she is. People need to see Simon Cowell for what I think he is. He is someone who is used to getting what he wants. But the fact, and he does, he gets what he wants when he wants to get it. This is a man who sat with Danny Minogue, for goodness sake. You know what I'm trying to say? Fair play to the man. I mean, you know, alright, I can handle it. But he knows this man, and this man's supposed to be his friend. Imagine your best friend sleeping with your woman, sleeping with your wife. It's unforgivable. It's scandal. That's why it's caused such shockwaves. So, well, they were estranged when it happened, and their marriage was on the rocks. I think all that's irrelevant, whether they're estranged or not. She is still married to someone else. It doesn't seem to be the case that Simon was interested in getting a relationship. He's not interested in a relationship. Simon was interested in one thing only. Simon is interested in what all rich, oldish, not very good looking men are interested in, and that's women. In fact, no, all men are interested. Most men are interested in women. So that's, I'm not trying to knock the guy. My point is that he's interested in sleeping with women and nothing else. You know, the guy's emotionally bland. He doesn't have a lot of substance to him as far as I can see. You know, maybe he does in private. He has a very good PR machine behind him. But my point is, people have seen him for the first time in his career out of control and in a place of vulnerability, in a place where people can actually comment on what he does in his personal life, which must be hard and humiliating up to a point. But look at the context. The man is sleeping with someone else's wife. The next issue is Lauren Silverman. There's debates on whether or not she's a gold digger. There's debates on whether or not she got pregnant on purpose, this sort of thing. People on her camp, apparently, or so I've read, have said, obviously she's never lacked money because she's a socialite like Kim Kardashian. She has money. She's not lacked for anything. She's not poor like us, okay? She never will be. She'll always have money. She married a rich man. But let me share something. Simon Cowell has over £250 million to his name. He's got mega money. Okay, he's got money in amounts that pale in comparison to Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, all these socialites that are really in the forefront now. It pales in comparison to. So you've got a situation where people are saying, "Oh, she didn't get pregnant on purpose." Of course, she got pregnant on purpose. Would I say she's a gold digger? Well, let me ask another question. If you could get knocked up and get a piece of £250 million, wouldn't you do it? What woman wouldn't? What woman wouldn't go and sleep with a man who had £250 million? Pounds, sorry. Very few. Most women would do it. Most men would do it. You know what I'm trying to say? So don't give me that, oh, it was an accident. What do you mean it was an accident? So you're telling me that you're sleeping with your husband. Let's say you're sleeping with your husband. You're married to your husband. You're not getting pregnant by him, but you're getting pregnant by Simon Cowell. You're telling me that wasn't on purpose. Okay. Who are you trying to fool? So let's say, on the other hand, that you're estranged. If you're estranged from him, and you're not sleeping with him, and you're only sleeping with Simon Cowell, are you honestly telling me... Now, Simon Cowell is not the type of man to take precautions, I guess. You know, he's a man all about potency, so he ain't going to be, you know... As Quagmire says out of Family Guy, if you take venom out of a snake, what do you get? You get a belt. nothing else. That's what it is. Do I think she got pregnant on purpose? Probably. Yeah, I think she probably. Because even though she never wanted for anything before, there's not wanting for anything before and having money and £250 million. Money that you and I will never, ever, ever see. She has got notoriety now. Yeah? All the women that tried to nail Simon down, that he got engaged to, that he never married, Simon wasn't interested in marriage. He's not that type of man. He's a man who needs his own space, probably, and now he's got this baby to think about. My point is, she's going to go down in history, celebrity history, as the one who caught Simon Cowell off guard. She's a legend, rightly or wrongly. And here's the next thing I'll say as well. Simon's the idiot here. He's stupid. What makes him think... What I don't get is why he's... What I don't get right is why he is so surprised at this. This came as a shock to everyone, including him. Really? Are you honestly telling me that you didn't think that all the women that you were hitting weren't going to try and trap you somehow to try and get a piece of your bucks? Really? If it were me, I would have either sopped up, I would have got a glove on, or I would have got the snip. Simon isn't the type of man to get the snip, obviously, as we can see. So, he got caught off guard. So what, you're telling me that you just thought that she was allowing you to, smash that and all that sort of business because you were so fantastically perfect at it? Think ahead, dude. You're a businessman. You're a businessman who's made £250 million and more. Are you honestly telling me that you didn't think ahead? You just thought that she'd love to be in your company. Naive much? Very, very strongly about a couple of things. A, I think she probably got pregnant on purpose. I'm 75 to 85% sure that she got pregnant on purpose. That's the first thing. This Lauren Silverman or whatever. She with that sort of money, not only is she set for life, her child is going to be set for life. Her grandchild, her entire line for the next 5 generations will be set for life. I'm just surprised that Simon is surprised. I'm surprised anyone is surprised. This was going to happen eventually. Simon's a womanizer. The man isn't particularly good looking. He's got money. The man's got money. That's what this is about. Sin. If at the end of the day you've got £250 million to your name, nearly any woman will sleep with you. Nearly. Not all, but most. You know what I'm trying to say? Because that money is power, and power gives you options. And women gravitate to men who can give them options. You know what I'm trying to say? We'll see how it unfolds. I actually feel sorry for the child, because it's going to be the most scrutinized child ever, possibly. You know what I'm trying to say? And not just that, it's going to be a messed up child. Having Simon Cowell for a father. I'd like to see how that turns out. No disrespect.